You guys come on in here. So I just wanted to share some things with you guys. I told you I was going to be discussing different types of content. So I found another video of Anton Daniels. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about it. So make sure you connect with me on Instagram, the Fierce Mompreneur, also on Threads. I am trying to get paid over there. Because guess what? Y'all can connect with me on TikTok. But yeah, they said that's gonna be going April 5th. So make sure you also like and subscribe to the channel on a YouTube. Okay. I appreciate all the support. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, you guys. This is a video that I found. He posted it. He is reacting to JD Vance. So JD Vance says masculinity is under attack. Y'all let me know, do you think masculinity is under attack? So this video is long, but come on, rock with your girl, y'all. Let's go.
We had so many young people come out and support Donald Trump and JD Vance.
And thank you.
This past election. So what
Child, you know, Anton and your girl Peach do support them.
is your message? What is your message to the young men?
You know, I guess my message to young people generally is we're trying to make your life better. And that is the simple thrust of President Trump's policy.
I wonder what age group they consider young people. And who did they talk to make their lives better? I feel like right now we're at a time truly to make your life better. You have to really have passive income. You have to be intentional with everything you do, and it has to make sense. You have to plan, and I'm not saying over plan, but you really have to be on your P's and Q's and A game right now. Things are changing every day, from the price of gas. Down here in Florida, you can wake up one day, it's $3.33, to the next day it's $2.85, to 2 days later it's $3.19. Eggs, the basic, needs. You still got your womanly products. Medicine is going up. If I can go on and on. But anyway, let's finish. Let's stick on the topic. Let's go.
Is we want you to be able to buy a home. We want you to be able to work a good job. We want you to be able to raise your kids, like I said, according to the values that you believe in. And we want you to be able to build a nice life in this country that all of us love. That is what we're trying to do. And, you guys more than anybody, more than me, I'm talking about people under the age of 30 in particular, you guys are going to have to deal with the consequences of good policy.
So under the age of 30, he answered that question. What do y'all think? Are they making it easier for the kids under the age of 30? Yes, they're out of college with degrees, making maybe $20 an hour, but hell, $20 an hour today's time is minimum wage, right? I mean, it ain't really nothing.
Or of bad policy for much longer than the rest of us. And I want you guys to think about the future and ask yourself, do you want safe communities? Do you want a prosperous life? Do you want to be able to work a good job? Or do you want that job shipped off to China or somewhere else? We're fighting for you every single day. We want you to help fight for us because we've got to win. Not just the policy battles of the next couple of months. We've got to win the midterm elections in a couple of years. We need you. We recognize that we need you, and we're fighting for you every single day. And I think, you asked me, my message to young men is, I think that our culture sends a message to young men that you should suppress every masculine urge. You should try.
Masculine urge.
To cast aside your family. You should try to suppress what makes you a young man in the first place. And I think that my message to young men is, don't allow this broken culture to send you a message that you're a bad person because you're a man, because you like to tell a joke, because you like to have a beer with your friends, or because you're competitive.
I don't think anyone is telling men they can't tell jokes. But see, JD Vance, what you not gonna do is disrespect women while you tell those jokes. Because then when we disrespect you, now you say that we're stepping out of our feminine side and we're stepping into our masculine side because you done stepped on our toes, and we have to let you know we are not the ones to play with. See, that's where y'all get it twisted. No one is stopping y'all from being a man, but I don't think being a man should mean you get to disrespect women. That should not make you a man, right? Is that what? Tell a joke. Are y'all stopping men from telling jokes? I'm confused.
It's our like our message, the cultural message, and I think the president's and mine is the exact opposite. But our cultural message is I
Hold on, y'all heard how he said that. He said, I think the president and mine are exact opposites. Basically, he letting you know, I don't agree with Trump. And he's letting you know he does not agree with this man.
I think that it wants to turn everybody, into whether male or female, into androgynous idiots who think the same, talk the same, and act the same. We actually think God made male and female for a purpose, and we want you guys to thrive as young men and as young women, and we're going to help with our public policy to make it possible to do that.
I don't see anything wrong with his message at all.
And by
KD's signature complete test prep program.
I'm sure he doesn't see anything wrong with what he's saying. Of course he would agree with it. But Anton, aren't you a girl dad? Aren't you a girl dad? Like, aren't you? I'm confused. I'm not saying I just don't understand what his comparison as far as he can't tell a damn joke or have a beer with his friends. I think that I don't understand how anyone's stopping him from telling a joke. Inappropriate joke? Is that the key point that we're missing? Was it an inappropriate joke? That's where we're messing up at. But let's continue.
I actually think, Mercedes, this is the thing that President Trump, this is why the media went after him so hard, is because, when I think about like what is the essence of masculinity, you could answer this in so many different ways. But when I think about me and my guy friends, we really like to tell jokes to one another. Like, we like to laugh. You think of all the movies that were really popular.
Are you saying you're pretty funny?
I try to be.
Okay, President Trump.
Lord, let this man get on Saturday Night Live so he can tell his jokes. JD Vance wants to be a comedian. He feels like we are stopping him from telling his jokes. Tell your jokes. Let's see if we all gonna laugh. Let's see. Are we gonna laugh? Or are you saying it's just a sensitive society? Are your jokes very inappropriate? Like, I wanna know your jokes. Can we all laugh? Do y'all want to know JD Vance jokes?
Who's funnier? Who's funnier?
President Trump.
All right, there you go.
Let's be honest.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm sure he is funnier, right? With these jokes, right?
He's got the best sense of humor of any American political figure. But I think this is why young men in particular are so, they're so inspired by President Trump, is because he doesn't allow the media to tell him he can't make a joke or he can't have an original thought. President Trump just says what's on his mind.
And that's why we love him. We actually love Trump because he's very much matter of fact, and he's him. And I think that for so long, we've been taught that masculinity is bad, that it is toxic masculinity if you don't tap in to your feminine side or your feminine nature. And no longer are men subjecting themselves to the idea that women can then tell them what it means to be a man. We've had so many women raising children in single parent households without the father even participating whatsoever.
And here he is, a man online running his mouth about women business. Go talk to your man about getting y'all masculinity back. Why are you blaming it on us, raising y'all? Go blame it on the men that walked away. Come on, let's stop this narrative. We have so much more to worry about, Anton, JD Vance, about we got real issues going on than worrying about a man being able to tell a joke with his masculine.
Which we do have to extend some responsibility over to the man that had the child. But at the same time, and this is what I tell people all
Some responsibilities, he said, so it's still the woman's fault.
the time, you can control 99% or get 99% of all men in order to make sure that they don't have children out of wedlock. But 1% of the men can populate the entire nation. They can populate the entire amount of women that choose that they want to have children. And so I think that the message is very, very, very timely, and that it is now more important for you to tap into the thing that makes you a man, because inherently that is even what women want. Women want manly men. They want.
Oh, here goes a man telling what women want. So you're telling women that you're telling others that women, what? How are you telling us what we want? We can't tell you what you want as a man, and then stop grouping everything together. What you want, the next man might not want. That's why there's somebody for everybody. And we are not going to continue to spend the next 4 years baiting women against men. We got more issues to talk about. We not want to, y'all go tell a damn joke. That's what y'all want to do? Anton, you want to tell jokes? You and JD Vance want to be on Saturday Night Live? Is that what's wrong?
Masculine men. This is all this agenda to then desensitize us and make us more like women, and allow for men to be able to use women's bathrooms and men to participate in women's sports. All of that should be thrown out the window, and it is happening with this administration. And instead of everybody acknowledging, you know what, we've went too far left, we've become.
One thing I will say, he got this marketing thing down. He gonna go ahead and talk on hot topics, rage bait topics. He gonna do his video 9 minutes and 22 seconds so he can go ahead and get the views. Go ahead. I'm not mad at you. Black man, black man, black man. You know, because he loves to say black women, black women, black women. But go ahead and get your money. I'm not mad at you, but I just don't understand what no one's saying. Have y'all heard anybody say something was wrong with masculinity with men?
Absolutely, positively so liberal in our views that we no longer even view men as men. We look at, similar to what just JD Vance was just talking about, we look at it as just a person, a woman. A man can identify as a woman, and a woman is whatever it is that somebody identifies as. When we start to get into that, then you start to see the downfall of America, because the strength of a society is based off of how great their men are. It's just the facts. I hate to break it to you. I hate to just say it very matter of fact like that, but the strength of any society is based off of how strong their men are. And it's not just based.
And like you said, since a lot of those men walked out, those are strong women that raised those men, correct? Right? Oh, okay.
Based off of what you want us to do. When you want us to do it, is based off of us truly embracing what masculinity is. And I was telling people on the Millionaire Morning Show that it's okay.
Good plug, Anton. Good plug. Millionaire Morning Show. Hell, y'all go check it out. I plugged it too for you.
For dudes to go out there and play basketball and tell jokes and to play video games and to maybe even get into a little bit of physical confrontation.
Who is stopping the guys from going to play basketball? Who is stopping the people from playing video games? Because hell, Xbox, Sony, PlayStation, all of them are definitely not complaining. They're coming up with new models. So who's stopping men from doing that? We're saying don't let it consume you. The same thing, there's things that women shouldn't let consume them. That's just mentally unhealthy. That's not about taking away your masculinity. It's good for you to go play basketball, but if you have a family, kids, you can't be playing basketball 7 days a week. Hell, not even 4 to 5 days a week. You got to be doing stuff with your children, your family. And that's what JD Vance, he's all about family and stuff like that. So now you want to play basketball, you want to tell damn jokes. Come on, what?
When they are younger, so that they know and understand exactly how they're supposed to move and control themselves when they get older. You know, I don't believe in some of the same ways in which y'all decide that men need to be managed. I don't really care to understand the love languages, something that was written by another man in order to make women feel better. I don't care about the things that women care about because I care about the things that men care about. And I think that men need to be more masculine, women need to be more feminine, and there doesn't have to be an intersection of me tapping into more of your femininity in order to make you feel better. JD Vance is absolutely correct. It's one of the things that Trump appealed to as far as young male voters, starting to win over more young male voters to make sure. Now, we know the Black community, they was going to follow Black women anyway, and I think that that's the feminization of Black men. 78% of Black men followed 92 to 93% of all Black women over to the polls, just because they wanted to vote based off of identity and they wanted to please women. And so you've seen men then acquiescing over and tapping into their femininity in order to satisfy a generation of women that is making it worse for their children. But even when we're talking about the Great Reset, I think that the Great Reset is more than just layoffs.
Making it worse for our children. Huh? You know, based on numbers, Black women is one of the most highly educated group of individuals, right? Homeowners, right? Traveling the world, right? Black women, Black women, Black women. Stand up.
It's more than just finding fraud. It's more than just what you see happening in the federal workforce or corporate America. I think that manly men are going to be at a premium. And again, it is a thing that I believe that women inherently want. They don't want to admit it.
Yes, we want all our men to tell jokes, go play basketball, be able to have a beer with their friends and tell more jokes. You're right. That is what we want. And for them to play video games. You got it. You got it. Oh my goodness. I am so happy when men understand what we as women want. Yes, we want manly men that want to play basketball, that want to play video games, that want to tell jokes. That is what we want. You're so right.
They don't want to submit. They don't want to find themselves in a space where they put themselves in the best position possible, because it's not in competing with us. You cannot compete with us and think that you're going to win. I don't care how many diversity, equity, and inclusion programs that they try to institute. I don't care how much they try to give you all the leg up. You cannot compete with a man. And I've never known a woman in real life that wants to go through the things that men go through in order to be successful. It is a way for you to get it, but it is not trying to compete with us. And JD Vance's message was on point. It could not have come at a better time, because it solidified the thing that we've been implementing and pushing through, and that we have to make tougher decisions.
They hate us. They hate that we're becoming athletic directors, general contractors, electricians, plumbers. That's why they're saying compete with them. If we're going after the same job, it is what it is. So you wanted to go back to there's the women's job and the men's job. Is that what's going to make you feel manly? So y'all can be out there telling y'all jokes? Okay.
We have to make the world better for our children, for the people that come after us. And if we don't do so, then we will be looked at the same way as the generation that previously, the happy wife, happy life. And guess what? Men joke. They like to have fun. They talk about women. They, what happened to our culture? What happened to the thing that we stood on the most?
We can all joke. We can all joke. And we can have a great time in the break room, but y'all can't handle it. Because when we joke about that size, or how long you can laugh, or if they didn't even feel it, or they turned you down. If we joke about that, y'all ready to knock us off. But y'all want to tell jokes. Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all can't. What kind? Let's tell some jokes.
Anyway, we're going to continue this conversation on After Hours. Make sure you tap into the Patreon link is in the description. Also, Teach Henley 40%.
Y'all, I just wanted to just go ahead and talk about that because I feel like, it's something that we don't really discuss a lot, especially over here. Like I said, I'm going to start talking about different things. And this is just, no, we're not a political channel. No, we're not. But I just want your mind to be going. This is what we're facing against. So while we might laugh at, Peach and stuff, but this is what's really going on by the person she voted with and how women are looked at, Black women, the ones she likes to drag, mammies, hoes, all that stuff. So we really got to come together and really talk some sense, because this is how we're viewed. We want to talk about women. That's what this man just said. They're upset because they feel they cannot tell jokes. Huh? Y'all want to tell jokes? We're living in such a different climate right now. We are in a financial crisis, and men are crying because they can't tell jokes. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe.